Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? KMB the Sexy Ninja, and the place to be, as always, for C Plus Studios, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. It is fueled, it is powered by crazyhoodiez.com, all designs created by the almighty Big Daddy. And check out our TeePublic store. We got some awesome, you can go get yourself a New World Podcast sweater. It's what I'm rocking right now. It feels good. You can get the New World Podcast shirt, sticker, whatever you want to rep the New World Podcast. And if you're subscribed to the C Plus Studios feed, baby, you get the New World Podcast, the Big Daddy Forever Podcast. You also get the Sexy Ninja Cast and the Social Vent Podcast. That's right, baby. We are a melting pot of awesomeness. So let's get this started. Friday night SmackDown, it's fight night in Hartford, Connecticut. We got Michael Cole and Wade Barrett on the commentary. But we start the show with the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre. They made McIntyre an honorary brute. Sheamus has dubbed McIntyre he's a little broody. He's gonna be a little broody, you know. The best part about this was when the Sheamus had the mic and he's tapping the mic. He's like, "Is this thing on? Remember last week? Is this thing on?" Sammy interrupts. He is the Uzi in the sky with diamonds. Uzi in the sky with diamonds. He goes out there and he says, "Yo, we're going to win. The Bloodline's going to win War Games." And Sheamus is teasing the fifth member. That was the theme of the show. Teasing the fifth member of the Brawling Brutes with McIntyre. And who's the fifth member, huh? Huh? I already wrote it down. It has to be Kevin Owens. And there's no surprise there. You know, the story and everything like that with Kevin Owens and Sammy and Roman, it just had to be. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, it has to be KO because he's been off TV. We got into one of the SmackDown World Cup first round. Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali. This match was not what I expected it to be. It was a little bit of a letdown, very meh. I think it's just because we're playing off Mustafa Ali as he never gives up, blah, 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 but he still loses. He had the taped ribs and the story. You know, there's some great spots in this match, but this match, Ricochet won, which I'm glad. But I just don't understand this whole Mustafa Ali. Like, they keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's just like, he never gives up. And I'm like, yeah, but he loses all the time, and he got beat down by Bobby. And I totally forgot about that beatdown from Bobby, to be really honest. So, meh. The Bloodline's backstage. Sammy breaks Jay again. He breaks Jay, and Jay's trying to keep a straight face. But they're telling him he needs to chill, he needs to cool it. Jay's like, yo, you know, what are you speaking out there on W's for? Talking about the bloodline business. And Sammy walks away, then he comes back, and that's where he breaks Jay. I love it. I love these guys, their brotherhood, their relationship, the characters, you know, they keep the show. And I'm so glad Sami Zayn is back. It just feels right. We got the New Day backstage and talking about how they lost their title reign of being the longest tag team champions in WWE. But they said they must move on with that glorious Xavier Woods mustache he's rocking. The mustache. But Imperium interrupts. And they're like, you are the reason why, you know, you are the blah, 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 this business to the New Day. You are this and that, you know, talking trash. But I love the New Day's, like, they start doing the accent. And they're like, grab the Botox. So that sets up a match for later on. Madcap Moss and Emma, huh? I don't know. You remember a time when Madcap Moss had some fire under him? Madcap Moss had some. If you put a rocket to that dude's back at one point, he was up there. He got some pops and cheers. Now I just feel he's flat, And we're trying to build this Madcap Moss and Karrion Kross feud, and once again, Karrion Kross choked him out. Karrion Kross just was just like, nope, tap, just choked him out again. Emma coming out, though. I don't know where we're going with that story, Emma and Madcap Moss, but okay. Bray Wyatt promo. Again. But at least last week we got him interacting with LA Knight, and, he wants to apologize to LA Knight, but I'm just like, how many times can I hear you say, the darkness, I gotta say sorry for my actions, the monsters take it over, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. But I'm glad we have something. LA Knight comes out, does a really sad bitch slap, the first slap, but gets him better the second time. Doesn't end too well with LA Knight later on, because he's trying to leave, and they're going backstage and whatnot, and he opens the door, and behind him you can see a mask, and then later on you see that he's under a rubble of stuff, random stuff, all over him. So we're building to LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. I believe that will be at Survivor Series, or maybe not. I'm just saying, I'm getting, how long do we do these promos of Bray Wyatt until they get stale? Uncle Howdy, I'm still intrigued about that. So let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, that's what the highlight of this, though. The highlight is Bray's, the cameraman getting Bray's eyes. Looking like an anime character that's just going to go fight and go Super Saiyan on your ass. That was a great shot. A great shot of Bray Wyatt's eyes. Just, when after he got slapped the second time and LA Knight's going at it, you could feel Bray Wyatt's mystical powers at work. Backstage with Kross and the Usos come up. They're like, are you the fifth member? Are you the fifth member? But no, Kross is like, at a certain point, I'm going to take Roman Reigns' titles, and I'm going to do it by myself. Okay. Now we have Shotzi versus Shayna Baszler with Ronda Rousey. Raquel Rodriguez for the distraction, and Shotzi gets a win with the roll-up. It was okay. Shotzi facing Ronda Rousey for the Women's SmackDown Championship. I want Shotzi to go in, and I hope they have a damn good match, but I don't know. It's Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Women's Championship and stuff like that. I don't know. It could be a good match. Could possibly be a good match. We'll see at Survivor Series. Backstage with Braun, he's talking, he's in this tournament. He just won the first round tournament, beating Jinder Mahal. And all of a sudden he's with Ricochet's like, hey, don't forget I'm here. I'm gonna win this. Braun's like, okay, little man. But we have Braun Strowman and New Day versus Imperium. Braun Strowman and New Day wins. This match was fun. This match was a great back and forth between they had such great chemistry. I want to know, what's next for the New Day? They had a great tag team match last week. Is Braun Strowman going to make his way? And the whole Gunther being scared of Braun Strowman, because yes, Braun Strowman is the monster among men. We get that. I know that. But making Gunther that scared of him and running away from him, I was just like, yeah. So kind of teasing that. Now let's get to the meats and potatoes of the show. Butch versus Sami Zayn in the SmackDown World Cup that I can care less about. But Butch wins. Sami Zayn's craziness. This match was awesome. I didn't say I don't care for the whole World Cup tournament thing. I think that's a little silly. We could have just made it a tournament to see whoever's going to face Gunther next. But Butch wins. This match was fun. You had the Usos trying to step in and the Brawling Brutes counter and this and that. But man, after Butch wins and stuff like that, the beatdowns are happening. Roman Reigns comes out. That crowd's like, oh, shit, 810 days as the undisputed Universal Champion, WWE, baby. You know, like, and they mentioned it's been 10 years ago since the Shield debuted. You know, 10 years ago. Damn, I feel it's crazy. That's crazy. Over 10 years ago. That wasn't the holy shit moment. The holy shit moment was Kevin Owens, which I called in the beginning. I was like, it has to be KO. And it was KO, but the way they built him to take on Roman was fantastic. And that crowd, they bleeped him out. Holy shit. Holy shit. And it was Kevin Owens face-to-face with Roman Reigns. And I'm telling you, Kevin Owens is going to slay that tribal chief beast. He's going to slay that tribal dragon. He's going to take the titles from Roman down the road. I just feel it because you had KO look strong and he stunnered Roman. Leaving the bloodline the ways, Roman the ways, and there's just that final shot with the brawling brutes, McIntyre and KO, and this is gonna be awesome. War Games is upon us. Michael Cole said it. Everyone's on Twitter and everything. They're like, no, William Regal said it better. When Cole said it didn't hit like William Regal. Oh, shut up. All right? We're going to get War Games, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to bitch about Cole saying it and be like, William Regal did it better. Yeah, sure. Well, William Regal ain't in the company no more, okay? All right? He's on the other side. So, yeah, I just hate stuff like that. I gave this show a solid 4 out of 5. The meats and potatoes, as I've been saying as of late, is the fact that Kevin Owens was built so strong in the end. And we're going to have the Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes, McIntyre and KO. It's going to be on. I'm more invested in this War Games match than I am with Bianca Belair and Damage Control and all that. But I'm wondering who their fifth member is going to be. I'm thinking it's going to be Candice LeRae, or it could be a surprise Charlotte, Sasha. You know, we're going to see Monday. I know Monday we're going to see on the go-home shows for Raw and for SmackDown. We're going to get the card built for Survivor Series. So tell me what you thought of this show. What was your meats and potatoes for this show, man? I really did have fun. I really had a good time. And I was watching the show while not having a cramp because I went to the gym beforehand. And I could feel it. It's coming. And I was like, oh, God, it's going to take me. It's going to take me. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. So drop those comments and hit that like and subscribe button. Share with your grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Reigns went with a spear. Kevin